Hello, welcome to Craig Loves to Crochet. My name is Tonya and welcome to the third part of my Peacock Eye Stitch tutorials, and this is the final part of a three-part series. This part is where I've been playing around really with the stitch, and I've created lots of different designs doing that, and basically it's taking the Peacock Eye Stitch to another level. And what I've done is I've used the Peacock Eye Stitch and I've either twisted to the left, half twisted, full twist to the left, or in this case the right, to create these lovely little patterns. And I've also made a variated pattern here using like clusters of 5, clusters of 6, sorry, and then clusters of two sets of 3 above each 6, and again then clusters of 6. So without wasting any more time, we'll get to the beginning of the tutorial. Okay, so first of all I'm going to show you how to do the left twist of Peacock Eye Stitch. And basically I've started off the way that I have done in every tutorial. So I have 20 stitches on here, which is 4 sets of 5 clusters. So we'll take our stitches off the hook. I've kind of made these stitches up myself, so they don't particularly have a name. 2, 4, 5, so pick up 5 loops on your needle. Now I need to just zoom in a wee bit here just so that you can see what I'm going to do. And with this, what we're going to do is we're going to twist this stitch around to the right, just halfway, and then I'm going to hold on to the stitch and then push my hook through again. Now you can do a full turn. This is a half turn because I just think that a full turn, it really just is a massive knot. So we're going to pick up our yarn, and whilst our stitch is in this half turn here, we're going to pull our yarn through the stitch, whoops, keeping hold of it, picking up, single crochet, 2 chains, and then because we've got 5 loops, we're going to work 5 loops. That doesn't look right at all. Okay, so we have our 5 stitches on our hook, and what we're going to do is we're going to twist our stitches to the right. So we take our hook and our stitches and twist our hook around to the right. Then we pick up our yarn. We need to hold on to secure our stitch with our finger and thumb and pull the yarn through the top of the 5 stitches. Secure it with a single crochet, and then we need to make 2 chains. Now to begin with, you need to hold this in place. It's not as sturdy as the other stitches because you've already twisted it. So picking up our yarn, we need to crochet our 5 double crochets, the same as we would do in our Peacock Eye Stitch. So that's 1, 2, oh, my yarn, sorry, it's getting stuck, my yarn, 3, and then 4, because we count this here, our chain as a stitch. And then we pick up our next set of 5 loops and we do exactly the same. So before we do anything, we twist it all the way around. We pick up our loop, make our single crochet, and then in our space, as we have done before, we crochet our 5 double crochets. One, two, three, oops, where's that space? 4, 5. So we have 2 twists now, you can see. So we have our 2 twists here now, so we need to pick up our next 2, 3, 4, 5 loops. We need to twist them again to the right. We need to hold on to the, oops, pull our yarn through, make our single crochet, and again 5 double crochets into space. Three, 4, 5. And then just need to pick up our final loops. We need to twist it, oh, lost one there, twist it all the way around, and then same again, single crochet, and then 5 double crochets into the loop. 1, oh, split the yarn just a little there. 2, 3, just pull my yarn, 4, and 5. Right, so take our yarn out of the way. So we have our 4 twisted or half twisted peacock eye stitches here. Now, okay, so I've given this stitch a name now because I thought it needed a name really. So I thought that I would call it the pirouette to the left, a pirouette stitch, and this one's a pirouette stitch to the left. Now I'm going to show you how to do a pirouette stitch to the right. So I'm going to pick up my loops first, and then we'll take it from there. Okay then, so I have my 20 loops on my needle. I'm going to take them off and show you how to do the pirouette stitch to the right. Okay, so we'll pick up our 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to twist to the right, like so. Then we're going to pick up our yarn, pull our yarn through the stitch, make our single crochet, our 2 chain, which stands for our first double crochet, and we're going to crochet 4 double crochets into our space. So 1, 2, into that space. It is a bit smaller than we're used to because it's twisted. One more 5. And that's our first pirouette to the right stitch. So we need to pick up our 5 loops again, nice and taut again as we always do, and twist to the right, pull our yarn through, make our single crochet, and then our 5 double crochets into the space. I like to hold the stitch quite closely at the top to begin with. 1, 2. When you've got your second double crochet, it seems to be a bit more stable. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And again, and this stitch does leave a lot bigger space than the other one. It's almost like a diamond shape that it leaves. So I'll pick up our next 5 loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull them nice and taut again. Twist to the right, holding on to the top of our stitch. Pull the yarn through all 5 stitches, make our single crochet, and then again our 5 double crochets into the space. Two, 3, just pull my yarn a little bit. 4 and 5 to finish that off. Okay, and our last loops. Again, twisting to the right, pulling a yarn through, making our single crochet. You'll see I've let go of that stitch now. There you go, I've got it again. It's always a good idea not to let go because you lose your twist. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. Right. So there we have our 2 pirouette stitches to the left and then 1 to the right. Okay. They're quite pretty actually. I quite like them. I mean, I wouldn't want to do a whole garment in them because I think that it would be quite tricky to do a full garment in, but if you're just wanting an accent or something, I think that these would be absolutely lovely stitches to use. They really are quite pretty, Okay, then the last example that I would like to show you is this example here. I don't really think that I need to actually do a tutorial on it. And basically what it is it's clusters of 6. So I've done a cluster of 6 here, so I have 3 clusters of 6 here, and then what I've done is I've picked up 6 loops, 3 lots of 6 loops, and then I've picked up 3 loops and worked in 3 double crochets, and another 3 loops and worked in 3 double crochets, and so on all the way along. And then I have picked up the 6 lots of loops again, and then crocheted 6 double crochets in clusters again. And so what we have is 2 sets of 6 clusters here, and then these clusters here are above each 6 cluster we have a set of 2 3 clusters, so it makes like lots of little clusters above the big clusters, and it looks really quite pretty and very easy to do. I think we've got all the techniques now that we need to. Well, thank you very much for joining me on Craig Loves to Crochet. I have really enjoyed doing this tutorial. I absolutely love this stitch, as you can probably tell. It's so versatile. I hope you click the like button if you found it useful, and I look forward to doing the tutorials incorporating these stitches over the next couple of days. Thank you very much for joining me. Bye bye.